Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm back in the kitchen today and I'm going to be baking a pound cake. Not just any pound cake. I'm going to be baking a coconut cream cheese pound cake. My go-to pound cake is usually a cream cheese pound cake. This time I'm just adding a little coconut flavoring. So join me in my kitchen. Let me go get my apron on and we'll get to cooking. Okay, so here are all my ingredients. I'll list them in the next frame so that you can see what the ingredients are. But first, let's go ahead and get our oven preheating to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. The cake will bake for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay, let's start by putting our butter and our sugar into the mixing bowl. We'll cream this for a few minutes until it's nice and creamy. And you know what I forgot? I forgot to put my cream cheese in, but I add that a little bit later on. Now, as per usual, I'm going to crack my 6 eggs into a separate bowl because guess what? You might get some eggshell in it. So you have to pull it out and it's not in your cake. So let's crack our 6 eggs. So, like I said, I forgot to add the cream cheese, so I'll add it right here. What's in here right now is the butter and the eggs and the sugar. I had to take my shield off. It was getting in my way. So let's get the rest of this cream cheese in here and mix it up real good. Okay, let me scrape my paddle one last time before I get everything all mixed in before we add the flour. I'm adding my coconut extract before I add any of the other ingredients so that I can get that mixed in with the wet ingredients well. And you know the flour and the baking powder has been sifted together. Okay, so I'm going to finish adding my flour and then I'll add my coconut. And this is one of the reasons I like making a cream cheese pound cake, because you don't have to do all that alternating milk and flour to get your cake mixed up. It's a pretty quick cake to mix up. I'm scraping off the paddle, then I'll go ahead and make sure that I scrape down the bowl and get the bowl from the bottom stirred up real well. Give it one more beat, and then we'll be done. It's time to prep the pan, and then we're going to load her up. This is one of my oldest pans, and I know that this is not going to hold all of this batter, so I'm going to save back some of the batter and make some smaller cakes. We'll get it all packed in, and then we'll tap it down to get any air bubbles out and put her in the oven. Now let's get our little cakes in the pan. I like these silicone pans because I don't have to spray them, and they really make a cute little cake. The smaller cakes only took about 35 or 40 minutes. and they are ready to come out. And it just dawned on me, even though this is a nice silicone pan, I have to put it on another pan in order for the bake to come out even. You see how it's browner on one side than the other. The middle cake didn't get as brown because he wasn't as close to the heat. So be careful when you're using those little pans like that. I like to touch my cakes to see just how wet they are on the inside. You can almost hear it. And I don't always use a toothpick, but I will use a toothpick a little later on. Here I'm getting my box ready to put my little baby cakes in to take over to my brother-in-law. Okay, y'all, my cake is done, and I have packaged up the 3 little individual cakes that I'm going to take to my sister Maxine for her husband Elmer's, my brother-in-law's birthday. It's a late birthday gift, but you know what? When you're getting pound cake, it's always a good time to get a pound cake. So I know that Elmer's favorite cake is pound cake, and I wanted to make sure that I gave him something special. So this cake is cooling. I'm gonna let it cool. I'll flip it out and I'll show you what it looks like here in the end. Okay, y'all, so my cake is done. I still have to let it cool a little bit, and then we'll get Peepaw in here to try a slice so that you can see just how he responds. Just a minute. Cake is cooled, and I'm getting ready to cut it and give Peepaw a slice to test. I don't put glazes on my pound cakes. I just never was raised to do that. A pound cake for us should stand alone. If you like glazes, I would suggest a cream cheese glaze for this one because it is a cream cheese pound cake, which is a little bit of cream cheese, some confectioner's sugar, and a little milk, and mix it up until it's a consistency that you like, a pourable consistency that you can pour over the cool cake and it kind of drizzle down. It will then kind of get a little bit solid so that it will stay in place on a cool cake. So let me cut this and we'll see what the taste tester says. boy. Okay. All right, Peepaw did not want to be on camera, but I'm going to get as close as I can.
Delicious, honey. Delicious, honey.
Is it?
Delicious.
It's good.
Yes, please.
Okay. He says it's good, y'all.
Delicious. It's great.
Okay, y'all. So y'all know I had to get a little piece. And I pulled off the crunchy part of Peepaw's piece. Let me taste it. See, and you can see the coconut in there. It is not too much of a coconut flavor, but you can taste the coconut, and it's very moist, and it's crunchy where it's supposed to be crunchy, and it's moist where it's supposed to be moist. So consider giving your family something delicious out of your kitchen for a birthday, or just for thanking them for being part of your family. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go finish eating this cake, maybe have a cup of coffee with it, because that's what we like. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Y'all be blessed. Bye.